my lovely angels. This is your girl Sim, back with another episode of the Sim Squad. Hi! So today we are going to do another request from one of you guys, or a couple of you guys, who asked me to make beast mode fragrances. Now, when it comes to Middle Eastern perfumes, like most of the perfumes are beast mode. So I wanted to divide it into two videos. One will be this one, for example, is the oudless one. So these are all the perfumes I have that are beast mode, and they are all without oud. The second part will be the ones with oud. So stay tuned for the second one as well. But let's start with the first one because I have 13 fragrances for you. Again, the number 13. So the first one, of course, is the Rare Tiffany. This is by Afnan, and as you all know, this is one of my absolute favorite perfumes like ever. The bottle for this doesn't do justice to the perfume. This should have been like a plummy, dark perfume because the smell is very seductive. It's very attractive. It's like you spray this, you'll keep sniffing yourself. It's like the rare word, the description, Rare Tiffany. Okay, Tiffany, I guess because of the color, but rare is just the right name for it. And just look at the top. I always show this to you guys, but like I can't stop like looking at the bottle. It's absolutely stunning. And the perfume is nothing short of genius. This one is an amber floral, and on Fragrantica, the last time I checked, it was 4.15. The top notes for this are ylang ylang, jasmine and rose, middle notes of musk, sandalwood and vanilla, and the base notes of ginger, pink pepper and caramel. Like, think of all these notes combined, but you cannot pick up one note from this. You cannot like identify any separate note, and especially that ginger mixing with the rose and jasmine, it makes it like a completely different, I don't even know whether I should call it like a flower from heaven, you know. It's like something you've never smelled before, but this is like the anti-floral. I don't know if you can catch my drift or not. Doesn't smell floral, but just the mixture of all these perfumes with the vanilla, with the sandalwood, with the ginger, pink pepper, everything combined just makes this like an immaculate, perfect fragrance. Sorry guys. This will always and forever be on my purchase list. Once I finish this, I'm gonna repurchase it. If I have to describe it like in a simple sentence, this is like a woody floral with hints of spices and a whole dash of vanilla. But I think the star of the show is the ginger and the pink pepper. They have done something. This what do you call it, concoction or whatever it is. It's so beautiful. Like, I don't think I've ever smelled anything like this. This, for some reason, reminds me of Gucci by Gucci, which is discontinued. So annoying. I'm so annoyed with Gucci, like, for discontinuing that perfume. Like, if they ever watch my video, please, I beg you, bring it back. It kind of is like reminiscent of that perfume, but it is compared to Mimo's Lalibela and Elixir 11. Now, yes, it's a dark perfume. That's why I can say it smells like, it doesn't smell like Elixir, but it does have a dark quality. And Lali Liba I have not tried, so I would not know about that. This perfume is like a 10 out of 10 perfume for me, and I had given this to Helena Bonham Carter because she's like weird, and you know, she used to come in these Tim Burton movies. Like, this is very like Tim Burton, very weird, very strange, but at the same time very romantic, seductive, everything. The projection for this is like at least 4 feet. Like, if you spray 5 sprays, you're gonna get like a good 4 to 5 feet of projection. And the lasting power, I would say 6 hours. And then it stays on your skin like a very weird perfume. Like, you will know that you're wearing this. And if a person knows Rare Tiffany, if you smell it outside on anybody, you will know it is the Rare Tiffany. It's a very different perfume. Like, it's so unique. I have not smelled anything like this. Now, the same goes for its sister, which is the Rare Passion. This one, again, it was like love at first sniff. I was just messaging somebody on the messages, on the comments. This smells like, you know, when you go into a fragrance coma, it's like you, for the first time when you smell the perfume, get lost. You transcend into a different universe. And a couple of seconds later, you come back to this planet and you're like, oh my gosh, what have I just smelled, you know? Both Rare Tiffany and Rare Passion, these are those scents. Like, it'll stop you. If you smell it somewhere, it'll stop you. It'll turn heads. It's just a very unique perfume. Like, if I could say the most unique perfume I have from my entire collection is the Rare collection, the Rare Tiffany and the Rare Passion. So apparently this is something in the same line as your Love Don't Be Shy, and what was the other one? the other sweet perfume, I forgot. Anyhow, it's supposed to be in the same range as those very, very sweet perfumes. But for me, this one has like a little mystery and intrigue which the others don't have. This one for me, it's like, it's, yes, it's a very sweet perfume, but it has like something very beautiful. There's some beautiful wood in it which just makes it like amazing. Let me tell you the notes. So the top notes for this are orange, musk and rose. Middle notes of amber, woods and vanilla. And the base notes of rose, musk and orange blossom. I promise you, you cannot like identify any of these notes. If I try to sniff orange, amber, maybe like I can smell a little bit of amber, a little bit of musk and a little bit of vanilla, but that comes out as like this beautiful sweetness, and that's what I can identify, because I can't say it's an amber or vanilla or, you know, your musk or anything. Plus there's something, a special ingredient in this, and I don't know what it is, but it just has something which they have not told us about, and that's like, it adds the intrigue. Like how in Rare Tiffany you had the ginger and the pink pepper, this definitely has something that they have not told us about. This one's projection is like around like 2 to 3 feet. I won't say more because this is, it creates a scent bubble. So if people pass by you, they can smell you. The longevity though, it's amazing. It's like 6+ hours. It's amazing. This is again for me a 10 out of 10 perfume. I cannot live. When I say 10 out of 10 perfume, it means I will buy it again. I will definitely. 9 out of 10, I might still be like, oh, if I have other perfumes, I might not want them, you know. This is again like an evening wear, all season. The other one, Tiffany, also was all seasons, anytime during the day. I would prefer wearing both of them at night or in the evening for dinner or like a special occasion. Like I don't see me wearing this in my office, for example. It'll be too overwhelming for everyone. And the celebrity I'd given this to was Catherine Zeta-Jones. You know, when you know, she has this sultry thing about her with her dark hair, with her dark eyes, her dusky skin, like so beautiful. Now this next one, I was not expecting it to macerate and become this good. Something annoying on my face. It's Marcus's hair probably. I can see Marcus's hair flying everywhere. So this is your Shaghaf Oud Ahmar. This was from their limited edition, but I suppose they still have this available. I'm seeing it everywhere. So when I purchased it, it was quite pricey, but now the prices have also gone down. Now this is in the line of your Kirke and Herba Pura. If you don't like that, don't. Now the thing is with me, I'm so sick and tired of that entire range that I sat on this. Honestly, I smelled this, I was like, yes, it is definitely a beautiful fragrance, but I was just like, there was too much going on, like Ana Abiyad, Jasmine Wisp. You know, there's so many perfumes which are in the same line. But then this, just like the Jasmine Wisp, it has something special in it. It's deviating a little bit, giving it a little bit of that Middle Eastern touch to make it like ultra special. So although I do not like these kind of fruity scents, I actually like this one a lot. So this is called an Ambre Woody Gourmand. The top notes for this are bergamot, iris, freesia, melon and peach. Middle notes of tonka, amber and rose, and the base notes of agarwood, sandalwood, amber, powdery musk and vanilla. Although it has the powdery musk, which is supposed to be like powdery, right? I don't see the powderiness in this, and that's why it doesn't claw me too much, because off late I've been moving away from powdery scents. The thing is that this guy, it stays on you like for a very long time. Now in the top note, it has this melon quality, which I think is what makes it different from Herba Pura and them, because the melon is like quite forward. Like the first thing you smell is melon and you can identify it like very clearly. But then later on it moves to your, I don't know, I smell apple in it also, but there's, oh yeah, there is apple, sorry. So apple, yeah, you get the apple, the rose, but it's all like a mixture which creates this, I don't want to say linear, because some people take the word linear in the wrong way, but it is linear, like from the start to finish. Except for that melon note, everything remains the same, and I actually quite love it. And the fact that it stays for that long, like the price I paid, it justifies it. Because for me, if I pay that much money for a Swiss Arabian, it better be like a beast mode perfume, and this is a beast mode perfume. This is like a very feminine perfume. For me, I would say this is like an 8 out of 10, because like, just because of that DNA, I would want to mix this with something. Like I would prefer layering this with something, and then probably I would wear it. Like maybe I would want to add a touch of oud, and just because it's Shaghaf, I really wish that I added like just a hint of oud. Not that barnyardy oud, but the woody oud, you know, where you smell like the oud sweetness, you know, or not incensey also, like yeah, the cold wood kind of smell. If they had that touch in this, or a little bit of pink pepper or something, it would have been magical. But anyhow, Still, it's amazing. This lasts 8+ hours. I'm not kidding. It stays on your skin. But of course, the projection will keep reducing throughout the day. The projection initially also, it's like 1.5 feet, 2 feet max. You know, if you overspray, it's like 2 feet. But if people pass by, they'll keep getting whiffs from you the entire day. You might get anosmic to it after some time, like I do, because probably my brain doesn't accept this scent, you know, like as a positive thing, because I just don't like the DNA anymore. That's why it blocks it out or something. Or I don't know why people get anosmic. It's a whole science, and I'm not a scientist, so. And the celebrity I had assigned to this perfume was Margot Robbie. I don't know why. Like, she's like sweet, but like a little too sweet sometimes, you know. And especially because of that Barbie movie, I'm like kind of. So yeah, it reminded me of her. The next Beast Mode is a perfume I have not touched for a very long time. But the bottle is super spectacular. It's gorgeous. This is your Lady Roza by Matin. It's a very underrated perfume brand from the Middle East, which creates amazing perfumes. I am planning to buy that. They have 2 new ones called Santorini, and there's another one. I think it's from the travel collection or something. You know what? It's changed quite a bit now, because initially it was very rosy. So I'm glad that I've revisited this after like almost a year. Yeah, I think I had introduced this perfume like almost a year ago. But this is like a very clear dupe for Delina, but not as sweet cloying as Delina. Let me tell you the notes, because it's like you will be like, yep, this is like Delina for sure. The top notes for this are rhubarb, lychee and bergamot. Middle notes of rose and peony, and the base notes of cashmere and vetiver and cedar. You know that rhubarb note that I keep telling you guys I don't like? This one has like a reduced rhubarb note, and it doesn't bother me. It's not too green. It is quite sweet. It is like definitely beast mode. Like, I sprayed 2 sprays and I know my whole room is going to start smelling of this. One thing about Matin perfumes, you will never have a complaint about their longevity. They will always be beast mode. I don't know about the new ones, but the old ones were like amazing. The thing is, they're a little bit steep in their prices. It's like 250 dirham, so I'm assuming it's like $80 or something. But then you get the quality, the packaging, everything is like amazing. I don't want to talk too much about this one, because it is like, yeah, it is like a dupe for Delina. This one for sure, it's a winter night perfume. Like, if you wear it in summer, you're going to kill people. So do not wear this during daytime, and summer, absolutely not. It is definitely a very date night perfume, or it's like a gathering or a celebration. It's one of those perfume, like just like Delina when you would wear it. The projection for this is a good like 4 feet, and the longevity is more than 6 hours. You know, I have not assigned a celebrity yet, because I think when I reviewed this, I wasn't doing the whole celebrity bit with you guys. Like, I want to give this to somebody who is vintage, let's say a vintage actress, you know, but a very ladylike but very, very strong personality. I don't know the actress's name, but you know the actress in Gone with the Wind, opposite, I know the actor's name. I think his name is Clark Gable, if I'm not mistaken. The actress who was, you know, she was the meme for the resting bee face, you know. I want to give it to her. I'll put her name, because I honestly do not know her name. Next one on my list is Emaan. This is from Lattafa. It's a very economical perfume, especially now. This, I had described this. Emaan, by the way, means faith. Oh my gosh, when I smell this, it's like I want to put this on myself and walk in the dark, you know. I had said this smells like, you know, an old vampire, but she doesn't look old, right? Like, she's like a granny vampire, but of course vampires don't age, right? So she's not aged. Plus, but she knows, she's the wisest. She knows everything. She's been through like thousands of years and everything. Guys, I've come back from work and I'm filming, because I don't have any additional videos left to upload, and now I have to film, you know, and I need to create some more so that I don't end up in situations like this when I come back from work and my brain is like, the battery is like running on fumes right now, you know. So yeah, so this guy is like, she's walking in the dark and she hypnotizes people just by giving them a look, and you smell this perfume and you get hypnotized, you know. It's like, now this one is heavy white floral. If you're not a white floral fan, stay clear from this, because it is a heavy white floral. Imagine like night blooms. It smells like flowers that grow at night, and they're white in color. The top notes for this are orange blossom, bergamot and blackcurrant. Middle notes of jasmine, calendula and tuberose, and the base notes are vanilla, cedar, white musk and patchouli. There's a whole lot of white going on. So imagine like tuberose, jasmine, orange blossom, combine them. I don't smell the blackcurrant at all. There's a hint of bergamot. just to add a little bit of freshness. Musk is definitely there, patchouli is definitely there, but in a very subtle way. Doesn't like actually make you be like the, you know, like because it's like so much of white florals and then musk and patchouli. It does not. It just makes you smell. This is the best kind of white floral that you'll ever get. There's a fire alarm in our house. Now this one for me, it's like a winter night, going out at night. Think of like taking a walk with your loved one or a carriage ride with a loved one. It's very fairy tale like, but at the same time it's dark. First picture which comes in my mind is darkness, nighttime, walking on the streets under the moonlight. Now the thing is, if you're not into florals, you're not going to like it, you're going to hate it. If you like florals, or at least if you can tolerate them, this is a beautiful fragrance. Don't get put off with the first few. Okay, spray a few sprays, like not more than 2 or 3, and then wait, because that initial, you know, it'll subside a lot and then it just becomes this beautiful smell. There'll be a bubble around you, but this perfume is going to last you like 8+ hours. I kid you not, I slept with this and I woke up the next day smelling like strongly of this. So doesn't go away till you wash your clothes. Projection is like a good 6 feet. It'll fill up the room, it'll leave a trail behind you, everything. The rating for this, I would say a 9 out of 10, because I like it, but I probably will not purchase it again. I don't quite recall who I had assigned this to, but let's say like, you know how Kate Blanchett looked in Thor as Hera? Hera was it, or the villain? And you know how her hair was and everything, but let's not put her in that costume. She just like, imagine that woman and like think of her as a vampire. That's her. The next one, of course, is Infini Rose. This had to be here because this is a beautiful soft rose, but it stays for the longest time. Now this one, it's a fresh rose. Like the moment I smell this, I feel like it's like a pink lemonade. And there's a specific drink, I think I'd said this before as well, like you feel like there's this drink called Ruh Afza, or it's just a rose syrup. You know the sweet rose syrup you get? You use it to make normally like summer drinks, like cooling drinks. It smells like that with like a lot of like rose petals and lemon. The top notes for this are pink pepper, bergamot and hedione. Middle notes of Bulgarian rose, Turkish rose and Egyptian jasmine. And the base notes of Madagascar vanilla and amber. You're gonna hear Marcus cry very soon. Now it is still like a jammy rose, right? It's a very syrupy jammy rose, but it's not cloying. But mind you, if you spray a lot, he insists on coming in the room when I'm filming, and now he wants to go out. Oh, I love you too. I love you too, my baby. Come, I'll drop him and come back. So each and everyone who said that you want Marcus to do special appearances, a cameo, there was your cameo. It'll always be like this, him whining and me carrying him around, you know. Now this is supposed to be like an Inicio's, what was that? Atomic Rose, kind of, same vibe, but not the same. It is very transparent. I keep saying this, transparent and thick, but like I just try to imagine a perfume. Like the perfume is either pouring thick, viscous, or it is like liquid. This one is like liquid. It's not like too thick and everything. But yes, this can get extremely cloying. If you don't like rose, do not come near this, because this is like the ultimate rose perfume. Just like the amethyst. Amethyst is like the syrupy one, right? It's thick. This one is like, if you're not a rose lover, it'll like turn you off. Like for me as well, it is like an acquired taste, because I was staying away from rose perfumes for the longest time. Now off late I've been like loving them, which is why I got so many different rose perfumes. Plus a lot of y'all have requested me to do like a rose perfumes video, a rose dominant video. So I'm kind of collecting the perfumes for that as well, so I can give you like a nice comprehensive video. So this one, yeah, let's not like think too much about it. Imagine like a bunch of different roses with lemon in it, with some vanilla, with some amber. This can transition from daytime to nighttime very easily. If you use it like less, you can pull it off during daytime. But if you spray more, you can absolutely wear this for evening wear. I would prefer wearing this only in winter, only in the evenings, to be honest with you, because rose is something that claws me very easily. So yeah, in the evening time, but it is a beautiful perfume. Definitely an attention grabber. Whether you're getting good attention or bad attention, I don't know, but like people will look at you, people will smell you. It'll attract people like immediately, the gaze will be towards you. The projection is like 4 feet at least, and it fills up the room for sure. and the longevity is at least 6 hours, at least. Now guys, don't expect too much of longevity. Like I can't tell you it's like 12 hours or something. It'll stay on your skin. But you know, when it's projecting and people can actually smell you, you can actually smell yourself, is like 6 hours. But it'll, of course, when you smell your skin or your clothes, it'll still smell of it. For me, this is like, again, 8 out of 10 because although I love this perfume, I will barely use it. And it'll be on selective occasions and stuff, so I know this is going to last me for a very long time. And the celebrity I had given this to was Melissa McCarthy as Ursula in The Little Mermaid. Now the next one, I know this is like a controversial one because people, let's just say 70% people like it and 30% don't. So you need to try this before you buy it. This is your Ishq Shuyukh. This one is like showing up in nearly each and every video of mine because I had this like sitting inside the cupboard, like sealed and everything. And then I finally opened it and I was like, why was I sitting on this? Now, initially when I smelled this, I could only smell like a leather and the sweetness came in later. Now that it's macerated, it is like a sweet leather. From the beginning till the end, please be sure that it smells like leather, although there's, I think, yeah, it has suede leather, so it's that soft leather, right? But if you do not like the smell of leather, you cannot wear this. Now think of these notes together. It's caramel, saffron and tonka bean with suede leather, amber, vanilla and musk. So it's literally like all the sweet scents, let's just say, supporting that leather, the suede leather. So it's really gorgeous. It stays linear through and through. There's no top, base and top, middle and base notes. It's like one and all. And believe it or not, I get compliments from everybody because it leans masculine, right? So a lot of men also ask me, like, what are you wearing? But then with my outlook and everything, because I dress up very Arabian, and people expect me to smell like oud, leather, or what's the other one? There was one more very potent tobacco. Yeah, this is supposed to be duping Rosendo Matteo's number 5 or YSL Baby Cat. I haven't smelled Baby Cat. Rosendo Matteo, I need to get that because this is like a close dupe apparently, and I need to smell it again and buy it. Like if I don't like the smell, I probably won't buy it. If it smells like this, I probably won't buy it. But if it is like something sweeter than this, I will definitely get it. You know what it smells like? I feel like, you know, those expensive Birkin bags, they smell like this. Yeah, it smells like that. You smell expensive. You smell like definitely you own a lot of Birkin bags. Or you own, like, you have an entire room of like jewelry. Your bags are neatly organized. Your shoes are neatly organized. And you have your perfumes over there. And that room smells like this. So this is again evening wear, occasion wear. You cannot just wear this everywhere. You cannot wear this to the office or when you're going to the hospital or if you're going to a supermarket. It's not gonna like go well. It's unisex, but it leans masculine. The projection is like 8 feet. I'm not kidding. You spray this, everyone will smell you. Like the entire room will fill up. If you're outside, it's gonna start projecting. The air will carry it everywhere. And the lasting power is like 7 hours. I would give it like, you can smell it 7 hours. And then the base notes, it'll like slow down, you know, it'll tone down. And that'll be like another maybe 3-4 hours. For me, this is like a 9 out of 10 perfume because again, it is not something I can just use. It's not something I'll be using very often, but there'll definitely be occasions where when I want to impress people, like especially when I go for PR events or any kind of ceremonies and stuff, like I would want to wear this because it'll be like very, you know, combining this with amethyst will do really well. And the celebrity I'd given this to was Matthew McConaughey. The next perfume, I feel like I haven't spoken about this perfume in a very long time, but I think I have, but I just miss it so much now. This is the Junoon Oud by Haramain. Beautiful fragrance. Now this is your freshie, right? It's like a woody, citrus floral. Let me tell you the notes, just to, let's not spoil it, yeah? The rating for this is 4.75. That's a lot, so people love this perfume. It's supposed to smell like Tiger by Bulgari, which is a men's perfume. This is classified as a unisex. In my opinion, it's in the middle. You can either or, you know. But if you don't like unisex perfumes, you're not going to like it. The top notes for this are grapefruit and woody notes. Instantly you get it. Then you have your middle notes of musk, jasmine and amber. Base notes of woody notes, palisander, rosewood and patchouli. My gosh. Like by the way, I had got this as a PR maybe like 2 years ago or at least 1.5 years ago, And nobody knew about this perfume because when they launch something, they usually send it to me and it's almost over now. But this is like a gorgeous perfume. For some reason, I'm also smelling a little bit of cardamom. You know, like when you chew cardamom by mistake or on purpose, I don't know. For me, I can't chew the cardamom, like it really like there. But then you have like desserts and stuff that have cardamom. It's not listed, but I can really strongly smell the cardamom as well. And the grapefruit with the woody notes, that cardamom, which is apparently not here. I don't know why they call it Junoon Oud, because it doesn't have oud at all. They have said they have woody notes. Now maybe there's like a bit of oud somewhere, but you cannot smell the oud. Now again, this is one of those perfumes like the Rare Tiffany and Rare Passion, where everything like amalgamates and you can't really identify the notes. I would prefer not to wear it for day-to-day activities, for running chores and stuff, and maybe not to the office as well. Actually, in the office, for the office, I can wear this. Like I wouldn't mind. Like people know that I wear strong perfumes, but like usually, like in other countries, like especially in the West and everything, I don't think this will be tolerated well at workplaces. But otherwise, like if you want to feel very elevated, if you want a citrus that's very elevated. Someone asked me, can you suggest something like Rasana, which is very unique, but it's in the same citrus family but elevated? This is the one. This is something I've never smelled before. Like unless like Tiger by Bulgari, if it smells like this, I don't know, but I haven't smelled that. But this is again one of the very unique perfumes, beast mode. You will project like 4 to 6 feet and the longevity is at least 8 hours. It stays fresh. You smell like this. It's really beautiful. Like AlHambra never lets me down. It's amazing. They release like very quality perfumes and I just love this. By the way, everybody's telling me to get the whole Junoon line. I'll get it soon. So the next one is, again, it's coming on my channel a lot, guys, because I've recently bought it and I'm loving it so much. That's your Sacrifice. Sacrifice by Ajmal. First of all, the bottle. Can you see me through it? Now this is your Alien dupe, but a fresher, lighter, a more happy. Like Alien is very goth, you know, and this one is a wannabe goth. Okay, don't wannabe goth. Okay, the sister is like, elder sister is like Alien. She's like goth. And then she's training her younger sister to become like goth, you know, something like that. If you like Alien and if you like Thierry Mugler's scents, you're gonna like this one. It is beautiful. If you could not tolerate Alien, still you go for this one because this is like, it's a very fresher version, so it's not cloying. Like you will not feel that jasmine in your throat. I know a lot of people get put off by Alien. I don't know how, because it's such a beautiful, it's one of my favorite perfumes, guys. Like I can't stand anybody saying anything against it. Sacrifice is almost the same, but it's just like a lighter, fresher. Lighter when I say it's not the projection or the sillage. It's just in general compared to Alien, which was like, again, thick. And this one is like transparent. This is super affordable. It's absolutely worthy. For me, this is like, I'd given it a 9.5 out of 10 because I was like, it's duping Aliens. I can't really give it a 10 out of 10. But it's close. This one, longevity is like around, let's say, it'll stay like potent 6 hours and then it starts diminishing. So me, I'll spray this back every 4 hours. But like, I know a normal human being would probably do it after every 6 hours, right? But it'll stay on your clothes and on your skin for the rest of the day as a skin scent. And the celebrity I had given this to was Ana de Armas. Of course, in all my videos, one of the Club de Nuit has to pop up. This one is like, I don't know if I've been calling it the Elixir. Because you know what? Like every time I pick this up, for some reason, I assume this is the Elixir by Kayali. But it's not. This again, oh my God, Noir. This scent, you smell it. Again, it's in the same vibe as Gucci by Gucci, which is discontinued. It gives you that night vision, like literally, not night vision, vision of the night. It's like, imagine like a woman like coming in a limousine, a black limousine pulls up outside a club. Woman walks out in a black dress and black stilettos with like the red base. She's wearing like dark red lipstick and her hair is like black. And she walks in, doesn't have to wait. The bouncer lets her in. Like it's literally giving me that. But she's going in to have a good time. It's like a fun perfume. And it's a bit naughty, you know what I mean? This is definitely quite heavy, so you cannot, even me, as me seeming who can be in the smoke without coughing in the, bakhur. I can be there without coughing. This one will choke me out. If I spray more than 3 sprays, it'll choke me and I'll start coughing. So be careful with how much you spray. Carry the atomizer with you, because that initial whiff, it's very seductive. It's like literally like scentgasm kind of a quality. I would want that top note to be like very visible. That's why I would probably top it off with 1 sprays throughout the day. The top note for this is rose, saffron and geranium. Middle notes of nutmeg, pepper, violet and caraway. Base notes of patchouli, vanilla, agarwood. Oh no, this has agarwood. It sneaked into this video. Listen, it doesn't smell like oud. It doesn't smell like oud at all. It just smells like a very noir, dark perfume. It's slightly incensey, and I think that's why like the agarwood is there. Sorry, I made a boo-boo. Anyhow, I'm glad she sneaked in. It's a beautiful perfume. I love it so much. This for me is a nighttime perfume, not even evening. This is nighttime. You're going out clubbing, or you're going somewhere fun. You're going to a party. You're going to a friend's house where you're celebrating New Year's Eve or something which is like happening. You know what I mean? It's like you're going there to have fun. There's going to be a lot of moving around. You're going to be hyper. You're definitely dancing. It's like a nightclub kind of scent, and I love it. It's a unisex, I feel, but like it's a little leaning towards feminine. The projection for this is like definitely 4 feet, and the longevity is 7 hours at least, if not more. I'm being conservative and I'm giving it 7 hours. Celebrity I'd chosen for this was Sophia Loren. Like classic. She's beautiful, and I can actually imagine her going to a nightclub and having a good time. That's her. Of course, a Kayali had to make it, so I have chosen Sweet Diamond Pepper. Although a lot of her fragrances are beast mode, like the Love Fest Burning Cherry, beast mode. It doesn't go away, guys. This is also, oh my gosh, every time I smell this perfume, I just get lost. I'm like, but it has that very Middle Eastern vibe. But at the same time, this is like a very rich woman, who wears like a lot of gold, who definitely wears like a shiny pink dress. She's very bold. She always has smoky eye and like nude but pinkish nude lipstick. But yes, wears like a lot of gold. She's very bejeweled, high heels, walking very confidently. She's rich and powerful. People are comparing this to Lextas Rose Absolute. I know that's a very good perfume, and I know why people are comparing this, because the rose in this, the dark rose, is very similar to that. Let me tell you the notes for this. The top note is pink pepper, of course, bergamot, royal lily and saffron. Middle notes of Bulgarian rose, rose centifolia, magnolia and vanilla orchid. Base notes of sandalwood, patchouli, sensual musk and golden amber. It smells like very niche. It smells like something you've not smelled before. Again, it smells very elevated, that she's used like very expensive ingredients. Again, this is like going out in the evening, but this looks like more like maybe to a gala dinner, or maybe like a party, but it's like the rich people party, where they all go to like a big hall, and then I don't know what they do, because I'm not rich and I've never been to one of those. I had given this a 9 out of 10. I don't know why though, because it smells really 10 out of 10. Let's give it a 10 out of 10. I've changed my mind. 10 out of 10. I'm getting an oud, guys. It's not listed, but I'm getting an oud in this. It's strange, but I'm getting a little bit of oud, but it's not scary oud. Promise. It's not a scary oud. But it is a very strong perfume, and the celebrity I'd given this to was Angelina Jolie, and it had a zodiac sign that it would be a Leo. Look at me. I'm confident. I'm courageous. I don't care about anybody else. I'm the best, like stubborn, very strong personality. Definitely a winter scent though. And again, I feel this is like unisex. I think a guy can pull it off in the right circumstances, but I would prefer a woman wearing this. This is definitely like a projection of 6+ feet, and the longevity is at least 8 hours. This one is a beast mode. I don't think I can wear more than 2 sprays of this one, to be honest with you, because it's quite potent. It's probably one of the strongest perfumes I have, along with Amethyst. Amethyst is also like super strong. We're almost there, guys. It's almost at the end. This is the second last one. I'm picking this perfume up after such a long time. It's actually dusty and I feel sorry for her. This is the Bint Hooran, if you remember. This is by Ardal Zaafaran. It's one of their most popular perfumes. It's famous for its bottle, which I think is okay. It's not the best bottle, but it's nice, And this is what like put Ardal Zaafaran on the map. This is supposed to be duping Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. Now, if you know me, you know I do not like Good Girl at all. I kind of despise that perfume. I don't know, there's something in it, I just can't get myself to like it. And I know many of you have suggested doing a video for all the dupes for Good Girl. Honestly, it's taking a lot because I know Kima is there. I think the one from AlHambra also, Rawa, I think it's called Rawa. These are all like dupes for Carolina Herrera, and I'm sure like all the brands have one dupe of Good Girl because it was such a big perfume. Now think of Good Girl, but like let's say it's not very cloying, it's not too sweet, and it is like toned down. This is that. I don't know why I'm not wearing this perfume. I think I'm just scared that I'll smell like Good Girl, you know, and I really don't like that perfume. And I can see where people are comparing it to Good Girl because it literally feels like Bint Hooran personified would be Good Girl. You know what I mean? So this one is like a little bit more bearable. It's more suitable for daily use. You don't have to wear this just to go clubbing because Good Girl, I feel, is like, I don't see any other scenario but clubbing to wear Good Girl. The rating on Fragrantica for this is 4.22. The top notes, okay, there's no top, middle and base, it's all together. It's vanilla, tuberose, sweet almond, tonka bean, musk, jasmine, woody notes and cacao pod. You know, when you see these notes, like I feel it's something I should like. But there's something in it, I don't know if it's the sweet almond or there's something in it which like, it's very reduced in this one, but in Good Girl it's super prominent. And I will find out what that note is, but that really irks me, it bothers me. It bothers me to an extent that I get headaches, you know, like it's a headache inducing one for me. So those kind of perfumes, I can't wear it because it just starts making me feel nauseated and like sick, you know. But this one, hands down, beautiful perfume. Now, if you're looking for an exact dupe for Good Girl, this is not it. If you cannot tolerate Good Girl, or if you still like it, but you want it toned down so you can wear it everywhere and you pay like fraction of the price, you know Ardal Zaafaran is even cheaper than Lattafa. So go for it, you know. You will love it. Like even if you don't like Good Girl like me, you will still like this perfume. By the way, I would only wear this perfume in winter. Projects a lot. It projects like 3 feet at least. Not as much as Good Girl. Good Girl, I know it's like a beast mode. This is like, comparatively, it's much lesser. But the longevity for this is like 6+ hours. You will have to refresh it for sure because this one like kind of tones down to some becoming really flat. You can't really smell anything. It's like everything like together and then it's just flat. So you have to respray this every 6 hours, but still it's a beast mode. Even that flat note will stay on you like for the rest of the day. Last but not the least, I forgot about this perfume. If Ali sees this video and finds out that I've been neglecting so many perfumes, look at that, I barely used it. Oh my gosh. And this was a perfume. Okay, by the way, this is Sotoor Scene by Rasasi. Now this one has like Sotoor Wow, there's Sotoor something else, you know, like these are all alphabets. So Scene is an alphabet. The symbol that you see, that's an alphabet in Arabic. And that alphabet, you call it Scene. That's why it's called Sotoor Scene. So I bought this because this was supposed to be the dupe for Gucci by Gucci, which, you know, I love and miss, and in a failed attempt. Look, it has something, okay? Like all the dupes for I know a lot of people try to replicate this Gucci by Gucci. So Gucci by Gucci had this guava note, which was very different. And this one, initially, it gives you that lotion with the guava. What are the notes for this? Let me check, because I remember the notes were also very similar, which is why I bought this in the first place. The notes for this are top notes of pear and guava, middle notes of orange blossom, honey, lily of the valley and rose, and the base notes of musk, patchouli, vanilla and oak moss. I think that's it. I think it's this patchouli that's messing it up, you know. But I don't know if in Gucci by Gucci, did it have patchouli or not. But this one becomes like very thick, you know. Like it's too thick. Like Gucci by Gucci was also like quite thick. It was very dense, noir. You know, these were the words that would come to your mind. Very like lotion-like. It would smell like a body lotion, but like an ultra rich, very pricey. Like I would expect like creams from La Mer to smell like this, you know. But it is very close. But it did disappoint me. Like I remember the first time I think I smelled it was on camera, and I was like literally like felt so like awful that it wasn't smelling like my Gucci by Gucci. Anyhow, this one again, a beast mode fragrance. On Fragrantica, it's got 4.15, which is not bad. And this is compared to J'adore, Gucci Guilty and Gucci by Gucci. And yes, mix all of them. Especially, forget Gucci Guilty. Mix Gucci by Gucci and mix J'adore with it. It's this perfume. it smells like a mixture of the two, which is why it's not just. And if you remember, I told you, like, initially when I smelled J'adore, I had not liked it. I want to revisit it because maybe my taste has changed. But this one is kind of like the mixture of Gucci by Gucci and J'adore. I would like continue wearing this. Would I repurchase this? No, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I would say the projection is around like 4 feet at least. It's dense, so it stays in the air. It hovers, you know. And the longevity is 8 hours at least. You spray it on your skin, it's going to last. It's literally like a lotion. You spray it on your body, you'll be smelling of this day and night, you know. Good perfume, very, very nice, but it's suitable for night. Now, I know a lot of people say this is unisex, and it's classified as a unisex, but in my opinion, I don't think a guy can pull this off. Yeah, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Now, the celebrity I'm going to assign this to, I know you guys, most of you guys don't like her. Like, she irritates me as well sometimes because she always has something to say. Like, she's very political, you know, like she always likes to talk about. She always has an opinion about everything. Like, she cannot just live and let live. She's always questioning stuff. Jamila Jamil from The Good Place. Yeah, like dense. It's very dense, you know, like her appearance. By the way, she's very sultry and sexy, right? She has like this dusky body, very nice hair. She has like beautiful, beautiful figure. She has like a presence as well. That's Sotoor. So that was it, guys, except for one fail where an oud perfume sneaked in. I think the rest of them were very well safe and very, very non-oud perfumes for you. These are all my beast mode perfumes that are usually wear when I know I need the performance, you know. Probably none of these would be worn in an office situation, so this is not my day-to-day perfume. But yeah, if I'm going out in the evening or doing stuff, this will definitely be on the list. So stay tuned for the second episode of this one where it'll be oud perfumes. Those are like even more beast mode because oud is an ingredient that lasts literally for 12 plus hours. So I'll see you in the next one, guys. Smell good, enjoy yourself, love yourself, and take care. Bye.